Yo, welcome to the Just Be Show, where controversial topics are not an issue at all. I just want to take a second for everybody to let this shit sink in. Just let it sink in for a minute. Look at this guy right here. He should be ashamed of himself. His family should be ashamed of him. Everyone in this country should be ashamed of him. Everybody in this world should be ashamed of this officer right here. Just let that sit in real quick. And also his partner deserves just as much flack as he does. He stood there. He blocked the people from helping, which, okay, I understand. It's your duty as an officer to keep to manage the crowd. But turn around for a second. Pay attention to what your fellow officer is doing. You know, I get it. It's about protect the blue. You guys are a family. You guys are your own community, whatever, your own movement. But what about us people? What about the black people? What about George? He laid there. No matter what he did before, he laid there. He may have resisted prior, but he said, I will get in the car, handcuffed, face down, facing the curve. Wow. This white officer stood there he kneeled there with his knee in his neck. He couldn't breathe. Well, after he was motionless, he still continued without even a change in his look, a change in his movement, his body. Nothing changed, y'all. He stood there and he stayed with his knee in his neck, motionless, for at least 3.5 to 4 minutes after he was motionless. This is a shame. Something has to be done. I want to hear everybody's opinion. Look at this, guys. He stood there. And because of his gloves being black, it almost looked like his hand is in his pocket. He's just relaxing, just standing there. Look at this other guy. This bald-headed cop right here. He should be ashamed. Really? Okay, you're doing your job? Yeah. You know, it's one thing to do your job as an officer. It's another thing to do your job as a citizen of the United States of America. You know, the land of the free. Free from what? We're not free from anything, guys. We're always going to be enslaved. And that's not just for black folks. It's for all minorities. It's always enslavement. Look at this. Stop killing black people. We're tired of dying. We're tired of dying. And yes, I do understand there's other races that get killed and murdered and things of that sort, you know, but the black community has been fighting for their lives for years on years on years. It has never stopped, and I don't believe it will ever stop. But what we can do is take a stand today to make it happen. If you're on this live right now, do me a favor and share it to everybody. Start watch parties. Whatever you got to do, we have to get justice. We have to. Then we go to this one. Now this is amazing. Kaepernick pretty much took away his whole entire career because he chose to kneel, because he had his own opinion on something. Then we have this exact same situation from this officer in blue, supposedly protecting our country, protecting our people, protecting our citizens. He's doing the same thing. If he doesn't get fired or suspended isn't good enough. You just killed a man. You just blatantly killed a man. Whether he had been black, white, Chinese, Mexican, Japanese, I don't care. You just killed a man. Without a doubt, you just killed a man. Start watch parties, guys. We need watch parties. If you want to jump in, please let me know. Please let me know. I'll send you a link. We can bring you onto the show. Just let that sink in for a minute. The scariest thing in the world right now is not a virus. It's being a black man. Think about that. It's a shame, guys. Give me a moment. I'm just getting the link ready so I can send it to all you guys. If you do decide to jump in the show, go ahead and copy and paste it. Let me know you want to jump in. Copy and paste the link into your browser. Follow the instructions. When you come up, we'll bring you on. Speak your mind. Let's get justice. Say a prayer for his family. Whatever you need to say, I'll give you 2 minutes. You can say whatever you need to say. It can't be too long. We have to give everybody a chance to speak their minds. Let me know, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I just posted the link. The link is in the comments. Well, the link is in the comments, and if you're watching on YouTube, I can't exactly send you the link. But if you send me your email at thejustbshow@gmail.com, if you're live on Instagram, on YouTube, I'll email you the link and you can jump in. If you're on Facebook, check in the comments. I just posted it, Tim Just B Bradley. Copy and paste that. You put that into your browser, preferably Chrome, and follow the instructions, and we'll get you on here. Yo, this is insane, guys. It's insane. We definitely have to figure out how we're gonna. This is crazy. Like, how are they still doing this to black people? How are they still doing this to minorities? This is ridiculous. We have to do something about it right now. We have to take a stand. Please, somebody, anybody, tap in, tune in, take the link. If you're on Facebook Live on one of the watch party, well, I think you have to be on my watch party. You can DM me though. Send me a message on Messenger. I'll send you the link. Let's talk, because this is ridiculous, guys. This is just uncalled for. Let me move my camera so I can see all y'all real quick. Let me know. Let's tap in. Let's talk about it. I want to hear your opinions. I can talk it to the nightfall. I want to hear everybody else's opinions. Let's get on this show. This show wasn't even planned. It wasn't planned at all. But I woke up this morning and it was crazy amounts of posts and memes and stuff about this George Floyd situation. We have to do better. So instead of making all these damn memes about everything, not saying you guys are wrong for it, but I'm saying let's take it a step further. Instead of making all these memes about everything, let's speak on it. Let's talk about it. Because here on the Just Be Show, controversial topics are not an issue. Let's talk about it. I'm going to let this live go for 1 hour. If I got to talk the whole time, fine. But I really, really, really wish one of you guys, anybody, would jump on, speak your mind. Don't be quiet. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're black. It doesn't matter if you're green, you know, Mexican, Chinese, anything. I don't care. If you're from Russia, Africa, Alabama, if you're from Minnesota, it doesn't matter. Tap in. Speak your mind. Tell us how you feel. Even if you're against what I'm talking about, tap in. Speak your mind. I'm fine with that. Robbie John says he is a white supremacist. I'm not sure exactly who he's talking about. Robbie, if you're watching, elaborate, brother. Let me know. Let me know how you feel, man. Let's talk about it. What else we got? Let me see. Lil Rich Vegas. This is to Robbie John. He's not a white supremacist. What the F? True supremacy is one living of their higher self. Clearly, this is not the highest self. Free game. Marcus Booth, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing? Ronnie, feel disgusted, Brody. Tired of seeing my people murdered in the streets. I feel you, brother. Hey, man, if you got time, jump in. The link is in that, what you're commenting on, the link is in there. I don't believe you can copy and paste if I actually put it on the video here, but I'll post it in here so you guys can see. If you guys feel like, oh, it's over here. If you guys feel like copying all this down, be my guest. Tap in. Let's jump on this. Let's talk about it. This is it's not acceptable, guys. It's definitely not acceptable. Frank, I seen you just jumped in. What's up, man? April, hey, baby. What you doing? Let's talk about it, guys. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. All comments on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, I see all your comments. Speak your mind. Say what you need to say. Let's get it out. Let's put it out there in the open. Who's going to be the brave one? All it takes is one. I'm taking the initiative. I'm creating a platform for us to talk about it. Speak your mind. You may be scared to put it on anybody else's platform or something. I don't know. But let's talk about it. Step number one, we need a platform for us to be heard. Step number two, you need to take a step and jump on this thing, on this show, so we can talk about it. What's up, Frank? I see you. April Lynn, just walked out of work. This is horrible. It's happening. Makes me sick. I know. It makes me sick too, sweetheart. Makes me sick too. But this is our opportunity to take a stand. Tap in, y'all. We got 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour, y'all. I'll give everybody 2 minutes. 2 minutes to speak your mind freely. When this thing is going to change, you guys. We've been through so many different layers of this, you know, slavery, and we've went through the Malcolm X's, the Farrakhan's, the Martin Luther King's. I'm sorry, I don't know all of them by heart, but I know we've been through it though, for sure. For sure. You know, my buddy Minister Stretch Sanders, man, I know he's gonna fight this, no doubt. He gets it done, guys. If you guys, he's actually gonna be on my show soon, talking about the new era Las Vegas. He fights for his, and I definitely appreciate it. April Lynn says, it's not fair that black men, and hell, even kids, got to be scared to drive down the street. We're afraid to walk out the house. You never know. You never know when your skin color is black, you know, and that does not mean like the color black, like my shirt. When your skin color is black, brown, or whatever the case may be, when you're a minority, it's like a target on your back. It's like a target on your back. Like, oh, talking about depopulation, they own it. They own it, y'all. K Vegas, I seen you just jumped in. How you doing? How you doing? Rockin' Robin, how you doing, sweetheart? Tap in. Speak your mind, y'all. Should we be afraid? Should Black America be afraid to be black, y'all? Chucky Murphy, how you doing? How you doing? Just seeing you tap in. Talk to me. Whenever y'all ready, I'm ready. There's a link again. If you want to copy it and paste it into your browser, follow the directions. Turn your allow your phone or your laptop to connect to the camera. Allow it to connect to your mic. And then you'll jump in my lobby and I'll bring you on. We can get it talking. Let's talk about it. You know, I don't even really have much to say. I want you guys to talk about it. I want to know everybody else's opinion. I notice a lot of people at times they're afraid. They're afraid to speak their mind. Hold on, I'm trying to get a little more bright for you guys really quick. Speak your mind. Let's chop it up. Do not ever be afraid to speak your mind. That's what you should not do. Speak your feelings. Let us know how you feel. Trying to adjust my lights real quick, guys, so it could be a clear picture. And let's talk about it. Here's the link. Down there, the StreamYard.com. That's the main part you need down there for the show. It'll bring you into my lobby. I'm waiting. I know it takes time. I know it takes time for sure to get it going. Right after we get off of this live, right now we're streaming to my personal Facebook page and to the Just Be Show on YouTube. As soon as I get off, I'm going to go do this exact same thing on IG Live, if that's your cup of tea. However you want to do it, it doesn't matter to me. Let's just get it done. Let's talk about it. This is not okay. All right. Ooh, Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin, disgusted. The fact that I have to keep having this conversation with my 13-year-old son. At first, it was hands up, don't shoot, be respectful, answer all of their questions, and record everything. Even now, none of that matters. I can't stress enough to him. Keep your location on and check in when you move around. It's scary being a black mother during this time as well. Nobody wants to get that phone call. I know what you mean. I don't have no idea, or I'm sure none of us have any what we would do to get that phone call, to know your child is laid down in the street or on somebody's stretcher, you know, in the hospital, dying, dead on the street for everybody to watch, while 2 officers, 4 ambulance, medical emergency response team members are there. Check his pulse. He checked his pulse. And he put him on a stretcher. It was clear as hell that he was dead at that time. Come on now. We watched him. We were able to go through the horrific, the graphicness. That's disgusting to see that man laying there dead. He's dead, y'all. Come on, y'all. Tap in. Welcome to the Just Be Show, where controversial topics are not an issue. We get it done. We talk about it. We're going to make a move. Somebody going to make a move. Let's get it done. Rocket Robin, thank you. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate that. And put it up there one more time so you guys can read it if you missed it. Tap in. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I want to know what your feelings is on it. If you want to say a prayer for his family, let's pray. I'm with all that. Let's pray. If you have something to say to the officers, let's talk about it. Say it. You know, anything. If you got something to say about it, let's talk about it, no matter what it is. If anything, jump on here and say a prayer for his family. Say a few kind words to his family. I'll make sure this video gets to him. Somehow, some way, we will make it happen. For sure. For real, for real. We got to definitely make a change, guys. All right. Hopefully all you guys read that. Tap in, speak your mind. I want to know. Let's talk about it. 35 more minutes. April says, that's my fear, a phone call or seeing on the news that something happened to you. Because you went to the store and were minding your own business. Oh, something happened to me. Oh, that's my girlfriend, guys. Yeah. I fear that too. You know, I don't ever want you or my mother or my grandmother or my brothers and sisters, my friends and family, nobody. I don't want nobody to have to get that call, you know, and for the most part, I stay away from the law 100%. You know, I try to always be positive in that sort. But nowadays, it doesn't matter. If you even look like somebody, which, come on, from my point of view, most light-skinned black dudes with tattoos, everybody said they look the same. Most dark-skinned dudes with dreads, everybody said they look the same. Dark-skinned dudes with a fade, light-skinned dudes with dreads, it doesn't matter. They all say we look the same. It could be a light-skinned guy and a dark-skinned guy. They will find a way to make it seem like we are looking the same. We are not identical. We are our own individual people. But yet, they always seem to get the wrong call. They always grab the wrong guy. You know, majority of these situations that's been happening in this last decade has been false accusations. You know, like, come on now. Come on, y'all. Sandra says, amen, brother. Tap in, y'all. Let's talk about it. I'm sweating in here. Damn lights. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's focus on this, y'all. Let's focus on this. Let's be for real. This is my thing. And I'm not calling nobody that's watching out. I'm just saying, You know, we're quick to make memes about everything, you guys. Everything. We make a meme about everything, literally. Instead of making memes and sometimes a voice needs to be heard, guys. If we can get enough voices to speak up on this, we will be able to push forward, you know, add to the change. We can, this is a fight. This is my way of fighting. I don't have all the answers, but I know enough to know we're dying out here, y'all. We're still enslaved. We're still enslaved. We're dying. We're dying out here day in and day out. Day in and day out. This kind of shit brings tears to a lot of people's eyes. People that has nothing at all to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. And it's bringing tears. You know, I went on one of my brother's Facebook pages and he seen the news and he got upset. And he ended up walking for miles and miles and miles just because that shook him up, man. That shook up his soul. It doesn't feel good to know that you're a hardworking black man out here and there's a chance any day that you can just go out and be killed. Now, let's not get it wrong. Even if it wasn't a murder by a white officer, no matter what, there's a chance for anybody to go out here and be killed. But because of the trending situation of white officers or Mexican men or whatever the case is, killing our youth and our elders and black men in general, minority people in general, it is a fucking problem, y'all. Excuse my language, y'all, but we have to make a change. We have to do better. Yes, I believe Black lives matter for sure, but all lives matter. All lives matter. All shades need love, guys. Like, come on. We gotta make a change. So who gonna be the bravest one? Tap in, tap in. Welcome to the Just B Show. If you just now jumping in, this is the Just B Show where controversial topics is not an issue. We will talk about it. We will get it done. Let's discuss some stuff. Let's discuss some stuff. One more time. There's the link. There is the link. Let me see if anybody DM me. No DMs yet. Don't be afraid to come on the camera. This is the thing. You can come on the camera. You yourself can turn your video off if you don't want to be seen on the camera so that we can just hear your voice. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Tap in. Let's talk about it. Let me see. Cassandra says, all them officers should be responsible for that man's murder. I agree. I agree. The one, I don't want to judge his race or, you know, say it wrong or whatever, but the officer, the bald-headed looking one that's sitting in front with his arms crossed and, you know, trying to control the crowd. I get it, brother, but you have multiple people standing on that sidewalk telling you, look at this man, your partner is killing him. And then it went from, look at this man, he is dead. Look at him, he is not breathing. He is motionless. And he stood there and blatantly ignored all of those comments by the same people that he's supposed to be protecting. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not be stupid. Let's pay attention, y'all. Let's not be stupid. He was begging for his life, y'all. He was begging. I cannot breathe. Help, please let me up. Please let me up. I can't breathe. I'll cooperate. I'll get in the car. I'm handcuffed on the ground in front of everybody in the street, facing the curb, knee in my neck, handcuffed behind my back. I give up. I give up. Put me in the car. I give up. I can't breathe. Please help me. But did that matter? It did not, because he lost his life that day. Rockin' Robin is fucked up. You can't have a Black Lives Matter peaceful protest without the SWAT team being called out and the fire hose being turned on to make people disperse. But no SWAT team was called for the armed protesters in Michigan that wanted a fucking haircut. This country says it stands for freedom and justice, but only if you're white. It's ridiculous. It's time for a change. I agree with you. It's time for a change, y'all. It's time for a change, y'all. Let's stand up today. Let's stack today, y'all. Let's stack. Stand tall and conquer challenges today. Let's fight back. Let's be heard. Let's put it out there. I don't care if this video goes viral. I don't care. But I want y'all comments to go viral. Everybody needs to be heard. Everybody needs a piece. Everybody needs to do their part. We got to stand tall and conquer challenges, baby. Come on now. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Don't be afraid. Tap in. If you don't want to have your camera, your face on the camera, log in, follow that link, log in, and just let me see. Hold on. Follow that link, log in, copy and paste this link here into your browser. Turn your camera off, and we can just hear your voice. 27 more minutes, and then I gotta go do this on IG, y'all. 27 more minutes. Let's get it popping. We can get like 9 people in, 10 people in, 11 people in if we play our cards right. Let's get it in. Don't be afraid. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Jamie LeDuc, I see you jumped in. Thank you. Thank you. Brittany Young, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Talk to me, y'all. If you don't want to do it on this particular live, you know, I respect that. I respect that. You know, maybe you want to get on the individual one. Doesn't matter to me. However you want to do it. However you want to do it. However you want to be heard. Let me know. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I can do individual shows all day long, but let's get it done. Let's get it popping. Let's stack up, y'all. Stand tall. We got to stand tall and conquer challenges. Let's stop worrying about stacking on these stimulus checks for one day. Let's stand tall today and conquer these challenges. Let's conquer this challenge. Tatiana Cannon, hey. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Feel free to speak your mind in the comments or follow this link here. You got to copy and paste it, or I don't think you could copy and paste from right here on the screen, but put it in your browser and get it popping. If you're on this particular watch party, it's in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's see if I can paste it again in the comments for you. There it is again in the comments. Right under, it's in there. Tim Just B. Bradley. Copy and paste that link into your browser and let's talk. Let's talk about it, y'all. This is ridiculous. Got some new comments. Let's see what we got. What we talking about? Oh, that was me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Maybe y'all need a reminder. Let's give you a reminder. Let's check it out. That's what I'm talking about. My boy, Big Matty, Matthew Evans. Thank you. Matthew Evans. I'm sorry, brother. Thank you for tapping in. I definitely appreciate it. Matt says, Big Dog, it is ridiculous and a sad, sad story. Very much so it is. Very much so. Matt says, no one person should have to go through that ever. I agree, brother. I thank you, Big Matt. Thank you for tapping in and putting your input in. Thank you. Because this is ridiculous, guys. We don't deserve this. Nobody deserves this. It's not all about just black people, y'all. Nobody deserves this kind of treatment at all. We all deserve equal opportunities, equal rights. You know, come on now. If we're gonna get punished, we need to get punished equally. Why does one race get shit worse than the next race? This is crazy. We just went through this from something that happened 3 months ago. The man was jogging, followed in a pickup truck, and killed with a shotgun. Who kills? Who protect? What? Y'all just rolling down the street with a shotgun? Come on now. Come on now. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Let's talk about it. 23 more minutes. Who gonna be the brave soul and tap in? Everybody that has commented, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you're just jumping in, welcome to the Just Be Show, where controversial topics are not an issue. We talk about it all. Let's talk about it. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's talk about it. Give y'all a reminder. Let's talk about it. Look at this crowd of people in this top picture. A whole sidewalk full of people. And he sat there and they let that man die. He had no choice. He was handcuffed behind his back. He was begging for his life, begging again after again. I cannot breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Let me up. I can't breathe. I will stop resisting. I'll get in the car. He said, I will get in the car. I can't breathe. How do you not respond to that? The officer did not move, not one bit. Not one bit. What kind of justice is that? None. No justice at all. Come on, guys. This is outrageous. Outrageous. Look at this. The guy with the knee in his neck, he looks comfortable. He was just chilling. He didn't even budge. He barely even moved. Like he was like just stuck. He in my opinion, and this may not be the exact call, the reason, or the exact case, but in my opinion, he was waiting. He was waiting for him to be lifeless. He just stood there, making sure he got the job done. He didn't even seem, not one bit even seemed concerned about the fact that everybody in the sidewalk is telling him that he can't breathe. And him and George also, Mr. Floyd was telling him he can't breathe. Come on now. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. You got to pay attention. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, guys. Major. Major. Come on, y'all. Tap in. Talk to me. Yeah. Insane. Talk to me. Talk to me, guys. Let's talk about it. Don't be afraid. Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. It's your chance to be heard. It'll be on Apple Podcasts. It'll be on Google Podcasts. It'll be on Spotify Podcasts. Come on, y'all. Let's chop it up. It's going to be on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. I'm going to make sure it's everywhere. That's for sure. Let's talk about it. Remember that face. Remember that face. What's wrong with this picture? Come on now. What is wrong with this picture? Why is one acceptable and the other isn't? It's not fair. It's not fair. Whatsoever. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Being black is scary. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's talk about it. Tap in. Let me know how you feel. Tap in. If you just jumped in on the other watch party I just started, here's the link. Let's get you talking. Copy and paste that into your browser. When you copy and paste it into your browser, it'll ask you to give your phone or your laptop or desktop permission to the mic, permission to the camera. If you do not want to be seen on the camera, you can turn the camera off and just use your voice. That's fine by me. I just want you to be heard. Everybody deserves a chance to speak their mind about this situation. 17 more minutes. If we get people to start jumping in, coming into the live broadcast, we'll go as long as you want to. I don't care. This is a platform. I'm giving everybody the chance to say their mind. This is the Just Be Show. The controversial topics are not an issue. We talk about it, we speak about it, and we deal with it like grown-ups. Come on now. This is justice for George Floyd. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Black lives matter. All lives matter, guys. All lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter. Everybody matters. But what we will not do is stand for any injustice at all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm waiting. I'll wait all day. Let's talk about it. There's the link again. I know those a lot of little letters and numbers combination, but if you put that entire thing into your browser, then it'll put you into the screen. But let's get to talking about it. Should Black America be afraid to be Black? That's what I want to know. Because at this point, from this standpoint, being Black is a scary fucking thing. It's scary, y'all. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. I'm here. We have a lot of supporters. Let's talk about it. There's a couple of the other comments if you guys missed it. Come on now. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's figure it out. Speak your mind. If anything, get on here, say a prayer for his family. You know, send some kind words to his family. You know, if you got something to say to the officer, say it. Let's get on here. Let's talk about it. You know, you got anything to say to the state of Minnesota or whatever, or the city or whatever it is, say it. Speak your mind. Again, it's live on Facebook. It's live on YouTube. It will be uploaded to my podcast. It'll be on the Just Be Show podcast on Apple Podcasts. So you can listen to it in your car. Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Podchaser. And I'm also going to put as much as I can on IG, and I'm probably going to do about a 30-minute short podcast doing the same exact thing I'm doing for you guys here on YouTube and Facebook Live for the Instagram users. New comment. Where we at? April says, honestly, I wasn't brought up to be racist, but it makes me so embarrassed to be a white woman because I know there becomes a stigma that all white people are this way. True. It does become a stigma, but in my opinion, it becomes a stigma for people that's small-minded. And I'm not saying that just because you're my woman, but it becomes a stigma for people that's small-minded because it's only obvious that not all white people are racist. Like, no. If you guys are out there thinking that this is the cause of all one entire race, one entire species, so to speak, you're very wrong. You're very wrong. It takes small-minded people to destroy others. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Thanks again, April. Don't be afraid, guys. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Japanese, Haitian with it. If you got something to say about this particular situation, tap in. Tap in. I may do another pop-up show because this was not on schedule. I may do another pop-up show later on today. 12 minutes, y'all. 12 minutes. Who gonna tap in? Lita Richardson, I see you just jumped on. Jay Spade, how you doing? How you doing? Veronica McKinney, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you guys tapping in. Ebony C. McGee, thank you for tapping in. Welcome to the Just B Show. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Controversial topics are not an issue. Let's talk about it, guys. Thank you for all the current comments, the previous comments. If you're just watching, I definitely appreciate you. You know, I'm sure everybody appreciates you. Let's talk about it, guys. Serena Riley, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for watching. Welcome to the Just Be Show. Don't be afraid to speak, guys and gals. We got to inspire one to inspire all, everybody. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out. Come on now. Let's discuss it. I see a lot of people jumping in. Deshauna Love. Sorry if I brutally massacred your name, but welcome to the show. Welcome to the Just Be Show. I definitely appreciate you tuning in. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, guys and gals. Come on now. Tap in, jump in the show. If you would rather do a separate show with just you and I, let me know. We can get that set up as well. If any of you want to jump on the show for any of the topics that any of the future topics, let me know. We'll set it up. We'll get you on the show. I'm down to interview and chat with anyone. Just let me know. Go check the comments real quick, guys. Come on now. You got 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. I'm sweating like a dog up in here. Woo! 10 minutes. Let's talk about it. My bad. I'm thirsty. I'm hot. But let's talk about it, guys. Let's chop it up, man. We got to have justice. Justice for George Floyd. Justice for George Floyd, for sure. He deserves to be heard. He can't be heard, unfortunately, because he's dead. Because this officer was so negligent about his choice that day. It was almost like he had no remorse. And he let this man die. He kneeled down on his neck. I mean, flush on his neck until he was motionless, and then remained there for about 3.5 minutes before they came and checked his pulse, and then another 2 minutes before they put him on a stretcher. And he died because of this. This man died pleading for his life, begging. He was begging, guys. Let me up. I can't breathe. Please, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, officer. I can't breathe. I'll get in the car. He didn't even say anything to him, as a matter of fact. The officer said nothing, no response, no rebuttals. He just did it. He let him die. Oh my God, like that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking, y'all. If you're an individual out there and you don't feel that, You're heartless, yo. You're heartless. I watched it. It made me want to throw up. I was disgusted by his choices that day. I couldn't even imagine. Imagine if it was your brother or your mother, sister, brother, uncle, dad, grandpa, your son, your daughter. You haven't seen him for however long, or you just seen him earlier that day. Then the next time you see them, they're pleading for their lives on the ground, on the concrete, with their face in the curb, with the officer in the back of a, come on now. If y'all ain't seen the video, come on now. This is uncalled for, guys. It's ridiculous. We got 7 minutes left. If you just now tapping in, Jew Nelson, I see you. Thanks for watching. If you're just now tapping in, tuning in, again, welcome to the Just Be Show, where controversial topics are not an issue. We talk about it, we speak about it, we get it done. Let's discuss some things. You can follow the link. I'll go post the link again. Hold on. The link is in every watch party that I've started. You copy and paste that link into your browser. Chrome is the best browser to use. If you do not want to be seen on camera, your voice can still be heard on the show. Just allow access to the mic, not the camera, and it'll still bring you up. We can still hear what you got to say. Tap in. If you would rather do more of a one-on-one type of interview or one-on-one type of show with me and you, then that's fine. We can make that happen. You have to DM me. You could DM my personal profile, Tim Just Be Bradley, or you can DM the Just Be Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is. This particular podcast, since we not having many people nobody jump in, which is fine because you guys at least commented, and I appreciate that as well. And I'm sure the Floyd family will appreciate that as well. I'm going to do a separate podcast alone, and I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to read all of your comments on the podcast so that eventually it can get to the Floyd family and they can know that other people are watching and other people care, and we're trying to stack it up, stand tall, and conquer challenges, guys. That is the ultimate plan. We have to inspire one to inspire all, and stand tall and conquer challenges. We have to. And one way of doing it is to make people smile, laugh, and feel motivated. Motivated to be positive. Motivated to do good things. Chauncey Moore, you just tapped in. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. Welcome to the Just Be Show. We got to take a stand, guys. April says the video is hard to watch, made her cry. Yeah, it made a lot of people cry. It made a lot of people cry. It is hard to watch. You know, I know there's people out there that has seen death. You know, we've been there, we've experienced it in person and all of that stuff, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't get any easier, you know, relative or not, friend or not. You know, it doesn't get any easier to watch somebody be killed right in front of your eyes. Like, yeah, it was virtual because we were on a video, but imagine how the people felt. Imagine the pain and the sorrow that people had being right there on the sidewalk, not even 6 feet away from George Floyd, while this officer continued to press his knee on his throat as he's begging and pleading for his life. Imagine that, guys. That's scary. That's scary for anybody and everybody. That is ridiculous. That hurts. That should hurt everybody. Anybody that has a heart, that should bother you. If it doesn't bother you, in my opinion, you're heartless. No matter what. Doesn't matter if you knew him or not. If that didn't bother you, you're heartless. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. Get some insight on the situation. It's heartbreaking. It's really hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. It really is, guys. And his family deserves answers. You know, These people on the sidewalk deserves answers. George Floyd, rest in peace. Rest in heaven, brother. He deserves answers as well. He's not here to see him, but he's not here in the flesh to see him, but believe. Please believe. As long as we all take a stand and try to make this right, he's gonna know. He's watching. He's gonna be watching. So whether he sees this live or any other live or any news broadcast or whatever it may be, every prayer is heard. You know, every visual appreciation or notification. I can't think of the right word right now, but he's seeing it all. He's hearing it all. Justice for George Floyd, guys. We got to make a stand. We got to take a stand. We got to stack, baby. Stack, stand tall and conquer challenges all day. John Melvin, welcome to the Just Be Show, brother. If you want to tap in, copy and paste this link. It's actually in the watch party. It's better to do it like that. You can't copy and paste from, that's not even the link. Let me get back to it, y'all. I'm sorry about that. That's the link right there. It's in the actual watch party. In each watch party that I'm started, the link is in there. You can copy and paste it to your browser. And I'll bring you on the show, man. Speak your piece. Say something to the family. Say a prayer for them. Just speak your feelings on it. Whatever you want to do. Speak up. Somebody has to. Somebody has to speak up. We got to have justice. This is uncalled for. This is ridiculous. This is unacceptable on all levels. On all levels, this is very much unacceptable. Paris Fleming, what's up, big dog? Let's talk about it, y'all. If you guys want to do individual show with just you and I on there, that's fine. Just DM me. I'll set it up. Get your info. We can make it happen, Captain. We can talk about anything you want. But right now, I think we want to spend today trying to talk about this. That's real. So this is uncalled for. Real talk. I'm going to give you guys, well, we got 10 seconds left. But again, guys, we have to do better. Somehow, some way, we have to do better. We have to make change. This cannot just stay like this. It can't. It can't stay like this. This is ridiculous, guys. It really is. I definitely feel bad. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. What do we do? What do we do as a people to stay safe? How do we manage to keep our kids safe? Everybody, kids do dumb stuff sometimes, end up in the wrong place at the wrong times. How do we prevent that? Ebony McGee, thanks for typing in. How do we prevent that, guys? Think about that. That's something to definitely think about. Well, we've reached our hour mark, guys. Nobody jumped on the show, but that's fine because you commented and your comments were still on the show, so you were heard. You were heard through me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Again, if you want to do a personal interview and just talk about things, that's fine. We can set up a personal show for just that individual who wants to interview. You can find me you can find the Just Be Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, and all that good stuff. Subscribe to my channels, man. Follow my pages. Turn on the notifications, guys. This is not going to be the last incident. It's always going to be something controversial to talk about. And this is the Just Be Show, where controversial topics are not an issue. So again, thank you for watching, guys. Rest in peace, George Floyd. And prayers all the way to his family, any and everywhere they are. And remember, guys, no matter what, be safe. Watch your kids. Watch out for these cops. Watch out for everybody around you because everybody got a little crazy in them, in my opinion. And remember, guys, always smile, laugh, and definitely motivate. and inspire one to inspire all. Thanks for watching my show. I love you guys, and I'm out.